As good as it's gonna get.
Yay.
Ah.
Welcome to the most dangerous show of the week.
Oh, it's the VSC.
Yay, VSC.
It's the Sun Dragon Sideshow, VSC edition. Oh, this almost looks kind of stylish. I'm like, I couldn't get it.
Colors go well together too. Ooh.
Well, we had a customer yesterday who was very interested in this top. So I said, you know what? It's down. Let me wear it. I'm on a Jennifer Steingass kick. This is Golden Fern by Jennifer Steingass. So you can see the collar. It's it's another wide collar one. This has nothing to do with what this yarn we're putting on sale this week, but it is a fingering weight, long sleeve, absolutely gorgeous. The color work at the bottom is written for 3 colors gradient. I just use one. I just have the burnish down here and the spice plum up here in the fiber spates. Vivacious 4-ply. And looking with a customer yesterday, I think I used 4 skeins of the main color for mine. For her size, it was only going to take like 2.5. Like 3 skeins was enough. Anyway. So, hi. I'm Rebecca. I'm the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber. And clear and chilly, unlike yesterday where it was foggy and chilly, Brevard, North Carolina.
I'm Liz. I'm the minion there.
Now I've got to like, this has options.
Do all your...
Oh, well, look, I'm stylish. I don't know. I could also do this where I could like fold down the top. Like there's options for this, which is cool. And I didn't block it. So there could be more options for it. Like I could pull it way down like this and like squish. Or I could, you know, as I move around, it's going to settle and do floppy things, and that's okay. So, why do you ask, am I wearing this?
Why are you wearing it?
Oh, good question, Liz. This is the yarn we're putting on sale this week. This is Juniper Moon Farm Mallow. This lovely number took 2 skeins. It's a funky weight thickness. Like there's all kinds of funky funness about it. I think we talked about it like right after we got back from break. But we're going to dive a little deeper today because this yarn, and I'm already almost overheated in it. So I may not be wearing it the whole time. This yarn is, well, I forget what I was going to say. It's lovely. So we're putting it on sale. 15% off for this Wednesday through the next time we film. And sometimes when someone comes into the shop and like mistakes which week it is, like depending on what's going on and what we have written up on the walls, we'll be like, okay. But for y'all online who watch this show, you know, we talk about Wednesday and things switch on the following Wednesday. It is warm and fluffy and chunky and wonderful in a different way than the Wizard is. And yeah, look at that. The little like do. Liz is gonna read stats while I try to look up which Espace Tricot capelet cowl thing this is, because I forget. I think I just remembered, but I'm gonna let Liz.
Juniper Moon Mallow. It is
like marshmallow. That's how I remember it. Mallow.
It is 74% wool, 24% alpaca, and 2% elastic. Sounds weird. It's really cool.
It's funky and different and awesome.
Hand wash, lay flat to dry. You get 198 yards per 100 grams. No, per 75
That's
grams.
what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Weird.
It's weird. It's big and fluffy, but this is not 100 grams. It's 75. So again, I never go by grammage on a pattern. I go by yardage. And this is one of the reasons that like one ball may be different than another weight wise and who knows what.
They are classing it as a number 5 bulky. They say it works well on a US 9 to 11 needle or a K through an M hook. I'm doing a sweater on it out of it, and I thought I had it in my bag that I brought in, and I didn't check the bag that I brought in, and I didn't have it.
We will show off her sweater tomorrow or whenever she brings it in.
It is a single ply, very loose twist with that. The 2% elastic is actually this teeny tiny thread of elastic.
I'll try to show that off.
With the wool wrapped around it.
Yeah, like the elastic's almost like the core even though it's not, it's not substantial core.
I've got good.
I'm wearing Espace Tricot's Getting Warmer. I will put that in the description. This took 2 balls, and I have an end of this I can show.
I've got it right here.
Okay, we can both show. This is 2 balls with a little left over, but I think I yarn chickened and used most of 2 balls for this. It's garter and ribbing.
I think
it's
this is all you have
super
left
easy.
of your
Oh,
ball.
there you go. See, I didn't know where my leftovers. That's the second ball. Liz, go ahead and show what you're going to show.
So that is the single ply, and then right across my thumb, and it is super hard to see.
I'll show it off on this too.
tiny thread of elastic.
And like on that color, it's white.
Yep.
On this color, which we have a lot of, it's darker. You can almost see it in there when I'm doing this, but like this is it's kind of got a thin, thick consistency. It's got, Juniper Moon will call it a slight crimp because of the elastic in there and how this is spun around it. But look how soft and
fluffy,
thin and fluffy that is. Like stretch, 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 let go, stretch, let go.
It's so fluffy.
But here's the thing. Because so see the little crimp in that? It's so loosely spun. I will, like, fair warning, because it's so loosely spun, it's really easy to stick your needle right through the middle of it. So just take your time and be careful with it. It doesn't mean, like, we joke, don't use this yarn, it splits at the shop. It doesn't mean it's gonna fall apart or anything else like that. It means that take your time, because if you split it, then you'll have things to fix on the next row if you didn't notice.
On my sweater, I keep splitting the wool and the elastic, like, because sometimes the elastic is just in a different spot than the wool, and
so just take your time
so,
with it, though.
yeah.
But look at the squishy and the stretchy and the I mean, that just helps. The elastic, just, you wouldn't think that little bit of elastic would do anything, but it really does give this yarn some integrity. And like, it looks so fluffy and loose, but I can really, like, I yank hard enough like that. If I pull, then I'm starting to pull it apart, but the elastic is still staying in place until most yarns I can do that with my hands, unless it's super strong. So that I could just do that does not mean this is a yarn that will fall apart. It means, like, there are a lot of good yarns in the shop that I can pull less than that and they will break. Again, they shouldn't break while I'm knitting them, but they will break, like, for when there's a lot of patterns that say break yarn instead of cut it. That's what they mean. They mean that, like, a lot of people would just, especially in olden days, would just go instead of finding scissors. So a lot of yarns do that.
My goal is to break all the yarn that
there's a few yarns I will do that and be like, I'm cutting off circulation to my fingers before it breaks. But most yarns
before, fiber spates is a hard one to just break.
I put that back on if I need to, but I'm gonna.
Mayu lace is a hard one to break.
Fiber spates, fiber spates. If I yank, I can kind of get that. Like coastline, the Jody Long coastline has a construction where, oh my gosh, it will hurt your hands. There's a few others that I've been sitting outside, been like, nope, gotta go find the scissors and get the circulation back in my fingers. But so we have lovely colors. Before we get to them, though, one thing that caught my eye recently on social media is the Melissa Wheatman wrote a pattern for this, for a top, for a sweater. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I'm kind of excited about it, and I kind of want to make it.
It's got lace work on the yoke.
Like, it's chunky but lace, because I will say the thin thick, if you see, like, there's some irregularity to these stitches, and that's not my tension or anything. It's the yarn gives it that little bit of texture, which can be really fun. So this is the Lara sweater by Melissa Wheatman, and see that lace work at the top. It is meant to have like 2 to 4 inches of positive ease. It goes from a 36-inch bust for the smallest size to like a 56-inch bust for the largest size, which is a pretty decent spread. Like, it could be more size inclusive, but for patterns I've seen, that's pretty good on size inclusivity. I'll be right in the middle. I'll be like a 1X. It goes up to like a 3X. I'm actually on the fence between making a large and a 1X for myself. But The kicker on that, though, even though these are 75-gram balls, which seems like a really weird amount, the pattern says it should only take 5 to 7 balls. So the smallest size would take 5 of these. The largest would only take 7, which I think is pretty amazing. And this pattern, again, it's Lara, Lara by Melissa Wheatman. You can get it yourself on Ravelry. As mine just went to like all my pictures. Wow. If you're buying yarn with us, if you buy enough yarn for the sweater and you tell us you want to make that sweater, which I do, I have issues because I have too many projects going, but I'm going, if you say, I want to make this sweater and you're buying somewhere between 5 and 7 balls, like minimum of 5 balls. We can either email you the PDF or we can print a copy and send it with the yarn. So you wouldn't have to pay for the pattern if you're buying yarn from us, whether it's the sale week or not. If you let us know you want to make that sweater, I can get you a copy of the pattern included.
I did
No
not
charge.
mention the retail.
Let's mention the retail and talk about the colors.
We are retailing them for $22.50.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like
what was the fiber content again? I was daydreaming when you
wool, alpaca, and just a little bit of elastic.
And it is really soft. It's really, really wonderful. You can guess from the gentle construction of this, I would not put it in the washing machine. Hand wash, lay flat to dry, spot clean, all that good stuff.
They do have a slight heathered quality to.
That's another thing I really kind of like about this. Like, I know which color. I have a short list of colors I want to make this out of. I know which color I'm dying to make it out of, but we already have this color in the shop.
What?
So it's one right in front of me.
It will, of course.
It's so pretty. But there's others that are so pretty too. It's a lovely palette, which is why like we took a gamble because it's so hard when you see the colors online to know what the colors are. We said, let's just get extra of the neutral, which is why I made this out of the gray. And it's a lovely, lovely neutral. When we saw the richer colors in person, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. And yeah, I'll go through my short list and my dream color, and y'all can tell me what you think I should make my sweater out of. But anyway, I'll tell you my short list after we go through all the colors. How about that? Ooh, I'm being so like secretive. Not really. Anyway, what is that one?
This one is rose quartz. And it is a lovely.
It really looks like rose quartz.
Yeah.
It's pale pink. It's got a little bit of almost like an ecru tan, like for the heatheriness. Like
it looks like the stone.
It's
exactly almost. Yeah.
I won't be. I have longer arms, and it's warmer. Like I usually photo edit the video if I can. What we're seeing right now as we film, things look cooler than they are. This actually would be on my short list.
I kind of thought that, but you've been doing a lot of.
I've been doing a lot of pink though, which is why I it's on my short list, but I probably shouldn't. But y'all can weigh in. Short list is right.
Short list.
Okay. This is on my short list because it's absolutely gorgeous, and I have green in the shop, and I even have green that's close to this, but it's so pretty. This is seaweed, and it's just like it.
Has a little flecks of yellowish.
It has flecks of yellow and flecks of like almost like a blue teal.
Yeah.
It's like a nice olive green, but it's got these hints of like there's a lot of color body to it.
It looks like the sun shining on seaweed in the water.
Right? Like not the dark seaweed, but like the lighter. Yeah. And I like greens because my eyes tend to match greens that I wear, which is why I'm looking at this going, I don't think we have enough in stock right now for me to do it, but that's why I might order a little more.
I have a little more.
Huh?
So that's on your short. Well,
this is on my short list.
Short list.
This is my dream color, but
yeah,
I really should spread the love around. That's on my short list.
That's what I was when I pulled this today, I was like,
it's so pretty.
You should do your top, and that we have lighter teals.
That
we don't have any dark teals in the shop.
That might, yeah. Well, so I am knitting a sweater out of the deep aqua of Fiber Spates at home, but it may never get finished. It's another fingering weight one. I know. So what color is this, Liz?
This is rainforest, and
it's like a super deep teal.
Super deep teal.
but it's got almost little hints of like green and other things
Yeah.
in it. Like it's much more muted than the heatheriness of this one.
Yeah.
But it is, oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And here, I need to make sure people can see all of my short list. Okay, so the color, Liz, you've got the color that we were confusing. We thought we got 2 bags of the same color, and then when we opened the bags, they're different colors, and they're both gorgeous.
When they send us yarn in it comes in plastic bags. So you look through the plastic bag and you're like, huh. And then you open the plastic bag and you're like, oh.
So this like, and especially on camera, like if we hold these two up, they probably look almost identical, but they're not. This is a super deep aqua teal gorgeousness. And that's a different kind of gorgeousness. It's
this
more
is
of a navy.
Deep sea, and yeah, it is a navy, but it has like classic blues and deeper blues. Like it's that heathered, it's
a really nice dark blue.
Dark.
So that's deep. What?
Deep sea.
Deep sea is the dark blue, and rainforest is the dark teal.
I'm guessing this is not on your list.
If we didn't have this, that might be on my list. But I have some other navy things going. So, speaking of blues, this is a nice classic blue, and it's got little hints of darker blues and lighter things in it. It's a much more muted, heathery one.
Almost has a steel blue look to it.
Yeah,
too.
it's like steel classic. It's called denim, but
That's
compare
a good
it
description.
Right, compare it to that. It's like, okay, it's like the middle range denim jeans, not the super dark dyed, but it's like the more classic, not the like stone washed, like almost white. This is right in the middle, like Levi's.
Yeah,
this is really close to it. So good name, denim. It's not on my short list, but it's very pretty. I mean, this
one is aubergine.
It's a really nice royal purple.
Yeah. I like looking at it. I'm like, it's not quite as dark as I'd like for aubergine, but
like it matches my coffee. Come on,
it does.
Like it would be on my short list if not. I mean, this is still on my short list. Like that's a lovely, like it's a rich purple. Like was that in your sweater?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see when she brings it
up.
So we've been going through, let's just keep going. We'll hit, like, we've got tons of neutrals too, but this one is Cabernet, and oh my gosh, like
it's
really,
a nice winey red.
It's a nice winey red. It's got little hint, like just like Barocco's heathery ones have little hints of like purple in them and stuff. So does this Cabernet. It is gorgeous. It would almost, I have enough of this color or this color that it's not on my short list, but it could be.
You are doing a lot of reds lately, and I'm kind of
it makes her proud. But yeah, I'm noticing that I have so many going. This guy he'd be on my second short list if I wasn't doing all the other things. Like I would knit out of almost any of these colors. So the neutrals, the one that this guy, the one that I made that I think we have a butt ton of, it's called Graphite. It is a nice stone gray. It's a light gray. It's got nice heathery tones in it though. But it's called Graphite, but it's more on the lighter end of the gray of what we have. So
then we have Storm Cloud.
That's a nice charcoal.
It's a nice charcoal, and oddly enough, when the clouds get really dark and gray, it looks just. We
know rain's coming when there's clouds.
It's got pops of the lighter gray in it,
and it looks like the elastic in it is the lighter gray. From what I can see from over here, I could be wrong.
Yeah. It doesn't want to undo.
Never mind. No, let's not tear it apart.
Yeah,
too
it
much.
is the white.
So that adds actually a little texture rather than having the dark in it. Raven is black. It's a really nice. It's not even a heathery black. It is just black. Like a lot of, I feel like Juniper Moon and Barocco, it's like they'll have heathery colors, and then when it comes to black, they're like, let's not mess with it. It's black. It's wonderful. Like if you want a night, do you have black in your?
Yep, I have black, the light gray, and the aubergine.
it'd be a nice contrast against any of these other colors or just straight up black. So, um, you wanna do that one?
I can do that
Okay.
one.
Let me, since I have it in my hand, Pearl it's the closest thing we're gonna have to white. It is more of an off-white, but I've mentioned before, true like classic or like bleach white involves bleach. It involves taking something that's very natural feeling and making it feel a whole lot less natural. So most yarns that we have, if they have a white and they're not acrylic, their white will be more of an off-white. So this one's called Pearl, and it really is a nice ecru off-white. And there's not really a whole lot of heatheriness. It's hard to have heatheriness in a natural color like this. So you know, these are our ones that don't have a whole lot of heathery going on in them. So.
And lastly, we have buckwheat. And it's a brownie, like
it's a nice sand color.
Yeah.
It is buckwheat, you know?
Like it's another natural the sheep that were not all creamy got thrown in.
if you want a natural, but you don't want anything that's like too bright or maybe gonna get too dirty too fast.
It has more of the brown.
It's got a little bit of heatheriness to it.
Yeah.
It's I like it. If I hadn't already made a neutral thing, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to eye the neutrals again, but I think I really think this is my short list. And I have been doing a lot of pink lately, so this should probably be my short list. But if any of y'all want to weigh in, I should get a little more work done on some other things before I start the Lara top in one of these colors.
She's probably gonna start it by Friday.
Oh yeah.
Just a heads up.
Oh yeah. But I'm gonna try to my Saturday crochet class. I'm gonna try to get that done. I'm on skein 7 already of what will probably be 10 skeins of yarn for that shawl. So I'll try to finish that one up, or at least make significant progress on a couple of projects before I start this top. But what do y'all think? We have stuff I have a couple of green things in the shop, but this is such a luscious color. I don't really have this color in the shop, and it's luscious and dark. And that could, I love this, but I might be doing this because it's just as lovely. And someone else should do the pink top because, oh my gosh.
You have like 3 pink tops going.
I know. I even have pink that's close to this. It's not as color textural as this. It's so pretty though. If anyone likes pink and likes a light soft pink. So, let me know which of these you would like me to make a top out of, and I might listen. We'll see. Stay tuned. Maybe next week I will show you what I have done, because if I don't start it till Friday, y'all won't see it till Tuesday.
And by then she'll have a complete yoke done
and then I'll stall out on it just like everything else. No, I'm really trying to get some stuff done.
The lacy up at the top, she'll get that knocked out fast. And then everything else is just stockinette. So
she's reminding me, the other thing I've stalled out on is the Fiber Spates blush of a sweater, which is this color. So I should probably not do this one. But if enough of you say, no, pink, I'll think about it.
It's a trap.
Anyway, let me know. We can call it like A, B, and C.
People are going to vote for A, B, or C, and you're going to forget which one is A, B, and C.
No, I'm saying it right now. A, B, and C, which is actually kind of the order of my likes of the colors. Not necessarily what I should do for the shop, though. So, all right. I'm freezing. I'm freezing this image in my brain. I'm looking at the filming and freezing this image in my brain. And
we're gonna have to scroll through today's YouTube video when you start getting a tally of A, B, or C, and it'll be like, so what was A, B, and C?
I'll post it on social media, and then I'll scroll back less. So yes, before this yarn I believe is already up online, so I will try to get everything up real fast for y'all to like scarf up what you want. I'll try to order anything we're kind of getting low on because there was a run on this when we had a bigger sale. But contact the shop if there's not enough in stock for what you want. Hot maybe on, we'll have a discussion about what we can do. Sometimes it's really hard to do pre-orders with the sale price, but we can have a discussion. So, yeah. Especially if I'm going to start something, I'm going to make sure I bring more into stock. So, I was trying to think if there's anything else. Tomorrow we're going to film the Dear Becky and Lizzy, episode of the week. I'm saying a lot lately. It's one of the things, once you notice it, then you start doing it more. If you have any questions, trying really hard not to say if you have any questions for us at this point, I don't know if we'll be able to address them tomorrow because we already have a stockpile, but we will add it to the queue. So you should email
Liz at sundragonartandfiber.com.
Yes. Liz. It's much easier to spell than my name at sundragonartandfiber.com. So, and if you send them to me, I'll probably send them to Liz so they don't get lost, or they could get lost because I get a lot of emails. So some are important from y'all and some are not, but there's too many. So, we're going to go so we can have a couple of minutes before the shop opens and I can ponder more and we can, yeah. We'll see y'all tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We are at 1,026. 260.
Let's put the zeros in the right place.
Well, point. Yeah.
It means, I think we're gonna have a sale when we hit 1,500 subscribers. So we're over halfway between the last sale we had at 1,000 subscribers and the one we're gonna have at 1,500. So we're getting there. Tell your friends and neighbors if they're interested to check us out. All right.
Keep it